So you're telling me the guy who directed Old School, Road Trip, and the Hangover trilogy is going to direct a Joker origin story. Oh, and he's going to write the movie too with another guy, but he's still going to write and direct it. Alright. Joker. One of the most anticipated films of the year for me is now here. I have seen Joker. I have seen it. I've seen it with my eyes, and I am just... We gotta talk about it, guys. It is it. Here we are. This movie is directed and written by Todd Phillips, who also did the Hangover trilogy. And Todd Phillips has never made a bad-looking film. He's never directed a really terrible movie, if you ask me. Hangover 3 is not a great movie, but I mean, if you watch that movie, it's a great-looking and directing movie. So, going into this movie, that was my biggest scare. I was like, how is he gonna do this? I mean, we got a character as probably as iconic as Darth Vader. If you ask me, Joker is one of the most famous movie/comic book and history villains of all time. He is the villain of villain of Batman. In this movie, we aren't getting that. This is the origin story. This is the movie starring Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck, who is a failed comedian, he's a clown on the streets. He's not a happy person. He's taking medicine every day. His mother is a very old woman he has to take care of. His life, Gotham City is a trashy Gotham, and it's not a good time. And then things start to happen to Arthur that lead to more than just him being sad. It leads to more of a psychopathic clown, and then we start our movie. I'm gonna do as vague spoilers as possible. I'm gonna be no spoilers at all in this review, but I gotta talk about certain things. The first things first is Joaquin Phoenix. Here's the Academy Award. Here you go, Joaquin Phoenix. If he doesn't win it, the Oscars are crazy. I'm sorry. This man is as good as Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs. This movie is as good as Robert De Niro, Cape Fear. I mean, this movie is called Joker. It's based off Joker, Batman, all that kind of stuff. Which, again, Batman is not in this movie. It's a Joker. It's Arthur Fleck. And Joaquin Phoenix, the man is, he's a great actor, and this movie just proves he deserves a flipping Oscar. I mean, he was amazing. Like, amazing. And the great thing about it is, when I was so in this movie that I forgot it was a Joker movie. I forgot this movie was based off a comic book movie. This movie does not feel like a comic book movie. It does not feel like anything like we've ever seen before. And I gotta say, that's amazing to feel. And do you know why? It's because of Todd Phillips. And I have to say this right now. Todd Phillips, wow. This man has made a just classic looking film. The cinematography and the color scheme and the production design, the costume design was just on pitch A+ perfectness. I love the directing. I loved it. It's my favorite directed film of the year, hands down. From whatever I've seen with Us, Endgame, all stuff, this movie it just felt so. I could feel the Gotham. I could feel it. I could feel how trashy and dark it is. I could feel the brutal scenes. I could feel the laughs. I could feel the heartwarming moments. And I could feel the terrifying ickiness inside me. And that is due to the amazing directing and the production design and everything productionable of this movie is A+ material. Everything. The cinematography. This movie better be nominated for cinematography, original or adapted screenplay. It better be nominated for Best Director. Todd Phillips deserves the Best Director. This movie will be nominated for Best Actor, hands down. And I think it has a chance to win Best Picture. I'm going to say it. Because this movie has been getting controversial stuff about the violence and everything. I will say this. The violence does feel real. It's Joker. What do you expect? It's an R-rated Joker movie. When you go into this movie, what are you expecting? I'm not saying it. There is way more brutal movies. The ending scene of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is more brutal than this entire movie, hands down, if you ask me. There are brutal and, dark scenes, which were filmed great, and they feel icky, and they stick with you after the movie, but, it's nowhere near as bad as, It Chapter 2, or anything. There is a lot more bloody stuff out there, so for people to go after this movie just because it feels more real, I guess that's because it's great directing. I don't know, but I won't get too deep into it. I'm just going to say there is way more brutal stuff out there than the last movie gives us. But when those scenes do happen, everything is intense. It is lovely. Just anarchy, and I love that kind of stuff, so I was loving it. I saw this movie in IMAX, and that is the best way to see it. And there's one thing I did not expect to be talking about, but I have to talk about it. The fucking score for this movie is amazing. This is like interstellar score to me. Like, I loved the score. The score is now on my phone. I was listening to it on the way home. And there's other scenes where they actually add music to it. I loved it. I loved the music. I loved the score. There's actually comedy moments in this movie. I did not expect any jokes. There's actually a few jokes in this movie. There is one scene that is completely gut-busting moment. I laughed my butt off. And it's such a dark scene. When you see it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a dark scene, but it's pretty darn funny of the results. But overall, Joaquin Phoenix, man, he is the Joker. I will not say which Joker is better. Heath Ledger is going to live on in infamy. Heath Ledger, it will always be the best, or what if whoever's tied with the best, because Heath Ledger is amazing, Jack Nicholson's amazing, Mark Hamill's amazing, Joaquin Phoenix is amazing. I'm not going to say which one's better, which one's not. I will say this, I do actually kind of prefer Joaquin Phoenix's laugh over a lot of the Jokers. Like, Mark Hamill's laugh is pretty up there. I would put Joaquin Phoenix's laugh over Heath Ledger's, in my opinion. But actual acting-wise, I won't get into it, but Joaquin Phoenix, especially with that laugh. I love what they did with the laugh. The laugh is something I didn't expect they were going to do with like this certain thing in this movie. They did, and I was like, I really like that. If I had any little criticisms, yes, there's one scene that is completely a rip-off of Taxi Driver. I liked it, though. I really did. I felt it. It kind of felt necessary for the story, if you ask me. It felt real. I felt like this would happen in this storyline. And Robert De Niro is really good in this movie. Like, he's really good. He's a little underused. Just a little bit. Just because it's Robert De Niro, I feel like he could be in more bigger role. But I liked Robert De Niro in this role. He just felt that a little bit underused. But once again, I loved it. And the ending, the last 20 minutes of this movie, everyone's going to be talking about it. I'm just going to say the last 20 minutes is purchase worthy. It's worth the purchase of it. But again, I love this movie. I think it's a movie that is going to stick around for a while. People are going to be talking about it. I 100% think this movie will be nominated for Best Picture, Actor, Director, Screenplay, Cinematography, Production Design, all that kind of. It will be nominated for a bunch of Oscars, and it deserves to win them all, if you ask me, because this movie is one of my, if not my favorite movie of the year. I am going to give Joker an A+. I'm literally going to go see this movie tomorrow night, and I'm seeing it Sunday night. So I'm already going to see it 2 more times this weekend. So by the end of this weekend, I've seen this movie 3 times. This movie, I loved it, guys. Like, I'm going to be straight with you. This is just my opinion. You guys can hate this movie if you want, but I honestly, like, this is just a great movie. Get rid of all the comic book and Batman stuff and all that little stuff and the little Easter eggs you get in the movie. It's a great movie that's going to live on in, like, film history, if you ask me. It's that good. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.